How are you?
Hello.
I'm Sara. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Sara. Shannon. Nice to meet you.
I'm David.
Shannon. Nice to meet you. Good evening. We would like to thank you for coming out to hear our recommendations for the Earl of Sandwich's new solo malt plan. Based on our conversations and our research into the industry, we have classified this business as a boutique-style motel. The owner, Brian Clifford, holds a unique position in the town. He has served on the Chamber of Commerce for over 15 years. He's brought 4 children through the Sandwich school systems, and he's been a local business owner for over 30 years. It is very evident that at every turn in this business, guest satisfaction and comfort is key. That being said, we found a major opportunity for the motel to increase return business. We believe the best way to do this is to offer services to further increase your guest satisfaction. The best way for you to do this is to partner with local businesses in the town. Our goals for these partnerships are Earl. We want to see you engage the town, add to guests' overall experience, increase return guests by 10%, and lower your off-season risk. Like I said, Brian Clifford holds a unique position in the town. The town respects him, and he respects the town. So Earl will create a mutually beneficial relationship in the seasonal economy. Due to the harsh winters in Massachusetts, many businesses have to make the decision to close their doors for the winter months. The on-season in Sandwich runs from Memorial Day to Labor Day, with the shoulders of the seasons beginning in April and ending in late November. The central location of the motel, on one of 2 routes that stretch the length of the Cape, make it an ideal location for guests who want to stay and discover Sandwich, as well as those who want to branch out and discover the rest of the Cape in Massachusetts. Now, Shannon's going to explain to you a little bit more about how we define solo malt and how we can apply it to the Earl of Sandwich.
So first off, I would like to start out with what even is solo malt marketing. Solo malt marketing stands for social, local, and mobile, in which different marketing elements are taken into account when forming an overall marketing strategy for any given business. When using a solo malt marketing approach, you have to pay special attention to how it is going to connect its users to it, how it can use specific location to its benefit, and how easily accessible it is on the go. Small businesses like the Earl can definitely benefit from this type of marketing. When using a solo malt marketing approach for the Earl of Sandwich, we had to take into account the major opportunity that they could be capitalizing on right now, which is return business. We are proposing they increase their return business through partnerships, like Sara said. Our strategic plan is called Earl. Earl aims to engage the town, add to our guests' overall experience, return guests increasing by 10%, and lower off-season risk. To accomplish Earl, we will utilize the many resources in the town and in the motel. The businesses in Sandwich only are going to offer special deals and discounts for the guests at the motel, which they can access on a new mobile-friendly website. The businesses in the town are going to offer this to our guests because the motel is already well established in the town, and the businesses are not going to feel threatened by them because they are not direct competition. The partnerships that we form will benefit the motel and the local businesses because it will draw greater traffic into the local businesses, and the deals that the local businesses give our guests will create incentives for them to stay with us again. By doing this combination, we will increase the return business at the motel. And by increasing the return business at the motel, we will be increasing our on-season revenue and ultimately decreasing our off-season risk. Earl will be successful because it supports all the aspects of solo malt marketing. From a social standpoint, the plan will connect the guests to the businesses in the town. From a local standpoint, the businesses that we partner with are going to be kept strictly in Sandwich to promote the town and them. And from a mobile standpoint, the guests can access these new deals on our mobile-friendly website. To get here, however, we had to do extensive research on the industry, the business, our target market, and the town in general.
In order to have an effective conversation with you to create the plan, Earl, we had to conduct a lot of secondary research to stay up to date on the industry trends, as well as the geography and economy of Sandwich and the demographics of the people living in Sandwich. But in terms of primary research, we did have a multi-level process. Phase 1 of the research process consisted of speaking to the owner of the motel, Brian Clifford. This is where we learned where the motel stood in the realm of promotions and marketing, who their target market was, their following on social media, and what he would like to see as a result of our Solo Mo project. This interview led us to create a SWOT analysis. For strengths, we have a strong central location right on Route 6, and this route extends the length of Cape Cod. Another strength is the fact that guests are satisfied when they leave the motel. The weaknesses, however, are that even though the guests are satisfied, they're not returning year after year. And the other weakness is the seasonal location, meaning that we do have to close for a couple months out of the year. The opportunity we found is that we're surrounded by other small businesses in the same situation as us, so they're willing to partner with us. And the major threat that we found were the number of other small motels and inns in the town for guests to stay in. Phase 2 of the research study led us to survey guests to see where they had stayed, if they had stayed with us before, how they had heard of us, and what they were looking to do while staying in Sandwich. We distributed this on paper in person because we learned that the guests of the motel are a little older, so they're not as reliant on their mobile devices. We were surprised to learn that 71% of the guests had not stayed there before. And we also got to see what they were interested in doing. 100% were interested in restaurant and dining experiences, nearly 80% interested in retail, just under 50% in entertainment, and less than 20% were looking for services. This information was vital in moving forward to the third stage of our research process because we needed to learn who to target and what we should be asking them on behalf of your guests. So phase 3 is where we went out and spoke to businesses. Like our guests, most of the business owners in the town are older, so we distributed the survey in the same format, on paper, in person. But our most important qualitative data came from the conversations we had with them. This is where we learned what they would offer our guests and whether or not they'd be willing to work with us. Here, we have a sample week of deals. It was interesting for us to see the degree of involvement they'd be willing to work with us and what different deals they'd be willing to offer us. For example, a certain dollar amount of your bill, a free item with the purchase of a certain dollar amount, or a percentage off of your total bill.
From our research, we discovered the driving force behind Earl, which is our target market. Our guest survey allowed us to uncover the demographics of the guests who are staying at the motel and their specific wants and needs. We determined that a majority of our guests are 50 plus, who likely chose the Earl because of its quaint and cozy aspects of it. They aren't millennials who are looking for their next Snapchat story or an Instagram-worthy photo. They are middle-aged couples who want to immerse themselves in Sandwich community by going to the local businesses and visiting the tourist attractions around town. With our clearly defined target market in mind, we had to evaluate the strategies to improve the motel's current use of Solo Mo marketing. The first area we needed to address was social media, because this is a make or break for small businesses. Right now, the motel has a very minimal presence on their 2 social media platforms, which are Facebook and Instagram. Both of these sites, their posts are very sporadic, which makes them ineffective in the long run. But it appears to be working for them because they never have an issue with filling the rooms during the on-season. This is because their target market is not concerned with their involvement on social media. In fact, they only have 52 followers on Instagram and 165 likes on Facebook. Those are some pretty cringeworthy numbers, but because of that, we knew reamping their social media would get us nowhere. And because social media doesn't seem to have an effect on our target market, we knew an app development wouldn't go well either because our target market wouldn't want that. Instead, we had to look at what our target market wanted before we could create our plan. Everyone we surveyed liked the idea of greater town engagement, so we took this idea to the local businesses and we got the results back that we were looking for. The guests wanted to be connected more to the town, and the town gave us deals that would draw the guests in more. And from this, we developed our plan, Earl. As you can see, the partnerships that we form give the guests everything they are looking for. This is because Earl was tailored specifically to the guests' wants and needs, using a solo marketing approach. Socially, the guests wanted to be engaged more with the businesses, so we created partnerships that would give them deals. Locally, the guests wanted to stay within the town, so we kept our partnerships strictly in Sandwich. And mobily, the guests wanted to be able to access these deals on a basic platform, so we chose to update the website so they can access these deals on their phones. All these factors together create a solo marketing approach that will have the guests coming back summer after summer.
In terms of dollar amounts, this solo month plan pays for itself in one summer night. There will be a one-time cost of $2,500 to build an entirely new website. Based on our research, we learned that it is more cost-effective to start from scratch rather than revamping an existing website. And then, we figured it would take about 2 hours a week to update the website, and based on the wages that the motel pays their employees, we got $32 a week. This makes the year one cost of Earl $3,524, and every year after that, it will only cost $1,024 to keep it up. Because the motel is so well established, we don't have to worry about a mortgage or rent, so our costs are basic. We just have to focus on wages, insurances, utilities, etc. Ultimately, we want to incorporate guests into the community. We want to make the guests feel welcome and continue to feel that sense of welcome year after year. When they present the exclusive deals offered to them on the mobile-friendly website, we want the businesses to make them feel like a friend or a neighbor, not just someone passing through. We're forging connections with businesses and customers that wouldn't otherwise exist. We're bringing together a town to improve the local economy, and we are making something mobile that goes beyond just a restaurant suggestion. Together, the steps of this formula will grow the Earl of Sandwich community into something that the guests will want to come back to again and again. Do you have any questions for us?
First of all,